my beloved. Before you scroll away, before you tell yourself that these words are meant for someone else, before you decide that nothing can change anymore, listen, because there is something you already know, something you have been avoiding, something your heart has whispered to you in quiet moments when nobody was around. You know that you cannot continue exactly as you have been living. Something inside you is asking for change, and perhaps you have been waiting for the world to change first, waiting for someone to understand, waiting for circumstances to improve, waiting for the perfect opportunity, waiting for the fear to disappear. But what if the truth you need today is much simpler? You do not need everything around you to change before you can begin changing your life. You need one honest decision, one moment of courage, one moment where you stop lying to yourself about what you truly want, because you already know more than you think. You know what drains you? You know what gives you peace? You know which conversations leave your heart heavy? You know which dreams still make something inside you come alive? You know what you have outgrown? You know what you are afraid to release? You know what you keep postponing? And you know why? Fear. Fear has been telling you that tomorrow is safer. Fear has been telling you to wait. Fear has been telling you that you are not ready. Fear has been telling you that you need another sign. But perhaps you have already received enough signs. Perhaps the truth has been standing in front of you, and you have simply been afraid to accept it. Thank you for being brave. Thank you for continuing. Thank you for choosing differently. Thank you for not giving up, my beloved. And here is the truth you may need most today. You are allowed to begin again. You are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to leave what no longer belongs in your life. You are allowed to pursue something you once thought was impossible. You are allowed to forgive yourself. You are allowed to become softer. You are allowed to become stronger. You are allowed to stop explaining yourself to everyone. You are allowed to choose peace. You are allowed to want more from life. And you are allowed to believe that something beautiful can still happen. You have not reached the ending. There are moments waiting that your present mind cannot imagine. There are people you have not met, places you have not seen, dreams you have not touched, versions of yourself you have not discovered. Your story is still moving. The truth you needed today was never that everything would become easy. It was this: you still have a choice. You still have time. You still have strength. And you are still capable of creating a life that feels honest. So breathe. Release the fear for a moment. Look at your life with clear eyes and ask yourself, what truth have I been avoiding? Because the moment you stop running from that truth, your next chapter can finally begin. There is another truth you need to hear today. You cannot keep waiting for everyone to understand you before you allow yourself to move forward. Some people will never understand your choices, not because you are wrong, but because they are looking at your life from outside. They do not know what it feels like to wake up inside your mind. They do not know the battles you fight quietly. They do not know how many times you have questioned yourself. They do not know what it took for you to reach this moment. So stop demanding that everyone approve before you trust yourself. Listen respectfully. Learn from wise people. Accept honest advice. But remember, the final responsibility for your life belongs to you. You cannot hand that responsibility to everyone around you, because if you do, you will spend your life trying to satisfy voices that were never meant to guide your entire journey. Your heart needs room to speak. Give it that room. You keep saying, later, when things settle, when I have more money, when I have more confidence, when I have more time, when I know more. But later can become years, and years can become regret. You do not have to accomplish the entire dream today. Just begin. One page, one application, one conversation, 1 hour, one attempt, one small action. The dream does not need your perfection. It needs your participation. Let action create confidence. Let consistency create momentum. Let small victories remind you that you are capable. You do not need to become extraordinary overnight. You only need to stop standing still, my beloved. And if you fail, do not turn one failure into a sentence about your entire identity. Failure says, this attempt did not work. It does not say, "You will never succeed." Rejection says, "Not this opportunity." It does not say, "You are unwanted." An ending says, "This chapter is over." It does not say, "Your story is over." Learn to separate events from identity. You experienced something. You are not that thing. You made a mistake. You are not a mistake. You lost something. You are not a loser. You were rejected. You are not rejected by life. You are still becoming, and that means you can still change direction. My beloved, perhaps you are searching for a miracle, but maybe the miracle begins with your own decision. The decision to stop giving up on yourself. The decision to stop living according to fear. The decision to stop accepting what repeatedly breaks your peace. The decision to stop comparing your journey. The decision to start again. You keep waiting for life to give you a reason. Maybe today, you become your own reason. You decide that your future deserves your effort. You decide that your heart deserves your attention. You decide that your dreams deserve a chance. You decide that your peace is worth protecting. And once you make that decision, something changes. Not necessarily outside you immediately, but inside you. And sometimes, the internal change comes first. The circumstances follow later. There is a truth you may have been avoiding, because it asks something difficult from you. You already know what needs to change. You have known for a while. The problem is not always a lack of clarity. Sometimes it is a lack of courage. You keep asking for another sign, another confirmation, another reason, another person to tell you that it is okay. But deep down, you already know. You know which habit is hurting you. You know which situation is draining you. You know which dream keeps calling you. You know which conversation needs to happen. You know which boundary needs to be created. You know what you've been postponing, and perhaps you are waiting because you hope the decision will become easier. But some decisions do not become easier. You become stronger. That is the difference. Do not wait for the fear to disappear. Let courage become bigger than the fear. My beloved, there is also a truth about people that you need to accept. Not everyone who enters your life is meant to remain there. Some people arrive to teach you. Some arrive to challenge you. Some arrive to love you for a season. Some become lifelong companions, and some leave. You cannot force every person to stay. You cannot make someone understand your value. You cannot make someone choose you. You cannot love someone into becoming ready. That is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to love honestly. And when a relationship repeatedly destroys your peace, you are allowed to step back. You are allowed to release. You are allowed to stop chasing. Do not confuse persistence with self-abandonment. There is dignity in knowing when to stop knocking on a door that is not opening. Sometimes the closed door is the answer. You are healing. And healing can be messy. Let it be. You do not have to look perfect while becoming whole. My beloved, there's another truth waiting for you. You are allowed to be happy before everything is solved. Do not postpone every good feeling until your problems disappear. There will always be something unfinished, something uncertain, something you wish were different. If you wait for perfect circumstances before allowing yourself to enjoy life, you may miss the life happening right now. Laugh when something is funny. Enjoy the meal. Watch the sunset. Talk to someone you love. Take the walk. Listen to music. Rest without guilt. Celebrate small progress. These things are not distractions from your life. They are your life. Do not sacrifice today's small joys. While waiting for tomorrow's perfect happiness, you can become certain that you will continue even when the path becomes difficult. That kind of certainty is stronger than knowing exactly what tomorrow will bring. Because circumstances can change, but character can remain. So build that. Build yourself. Build your courage. Build your peace. Build your patience. Build your ability to begin again. Then whatever tomorrow brings, you will meet it differently. And that may be the truth you needed today. There is one truth that can completely change the way you look at your life. You do not have to become a different person to deserve a different future. You only need to stop abandoning the person you already are. You have spent so much time trying to become acceptable to everyone, trying to become impressive, trying to become successful enough, beautiful enough, strong enough, useful enough, easy enough to love. But your worth was never waiting at the end of some achievement. You were worthy before the applause, before the success, before the relationship, before the money, before anyone recognized you. Do not make your future responsible for proving your value. Your future should be an expression of your value, not a test of it. My beloved, there is a truth about failure that you must remember. Failure can bruise your confidence. Good. Adjust. Continue. The people who eventually succeed are not always the people who never failed. They are often the people who stop treating failure as a reason to stop. You do not need to be fearless. You need to become resilient. Resilience says, that hurt, but I am still here. That failed, but I can learn. That ended, but I can begin again. That person left, but I can still love. That opportunity disappeared, but I can keep looking. That is the spirit I want you to carry. My beloved, maybe today you needed permission to let something go. Let it go. You do not need to keep carrying an old identity, an old relationship, an old regret, an old expectation, an old version of yourself. Just because you carried it for a long time, you can put it down. Your hands need to be free for what comes next. Release does not mean you never cared. It means you care enough about your future to stop allowing the past to occupy all of it. Take the lesson. Leave the weight. Carry the wisdom. Release the wound. Then move, my beloved. And when the next opportunity arrives, do not automatically reject it because it scares you. Ask why it scares you. Is it genuinely wrong for you? Or is it simply unfamiliar? There is a difference. Your heart may feel nervous because something matters. Your mind may feel uncertain because something is new. Do not mistake either feeling for a definite no. Give yourself time to understand. Ask questions. Observe. Think. Then decide. You are allowed to move slowly without standing still forever. My beloved, the truth you need today may not be dramatic. It may simply be this. You are still capable. You are still worthy. You are still becoming. You are still allowed to dream. You are still allowed to change. You are still allowed to begin. And you are still allowed to believe that the next chapter can be better than the last. Not because life promised you perfection, but because you are no longer the same person who lived the previous chapter. You have learned. You have grown. You have survived. And now, you can choose differently. That choice, more than anything else, can change the direction of your life. There is a truth you may not want to hear. You cannot keep waiting for the perfect moment to become the person you know you can be. The perfect moment is always somewhere ahead. Next week, next month. After things settle, after you feel confident, after someone comes back, after you have enough money, after you know exactly what to do, and while you wait, your life keeps moving. Do not let your entire future become a collection of postponed beginnings. Start where you are. With what you have, with the confidence you have today, with the knowledge you have today, you can improve as you move. You can learn as you move. You can become stronger as you move. The first step does not need to be impressive. It needs to be real, something new, something meaningful in its own way. Stop asking, how do I get back what I had? Start asking, what can I build from where I am now? That question changes your direction, because the future does not need to recreate the past to be beautiful. It only needs to be yours. Strength is not constantly pushing. Sometimes strength is knowing when to put the weight down. Your value does not decrease when your productivity decreases. You are not a machine. You are a living soul with limits. Respect them. And perhaps you've been waiting for someone to tell you that it is okay to dream again. Here is your permission. Dream again, even if you were disappointed. Dream again, even if you failed. Dream again, even if people laughed. Dream again, even if your first plan collapsed. You do not have to know exactly how it will happen. Let the dream exist first, then build the path toward it. One step, one skill, one habit, one opportunity. One day at a time, Do not kill a dream simply because you do not yet know how to reach it. Some answers only appear after you begin searching, my beloved. There is also a truth about peace. Peace does not mean nothing difficult will happen. Peace means difficulty no longer controls your identity. You can have problems and still laugh. You can be uncertain and still sleep. You can be disappointed and still hope. You can be alone and still feel whole. You can fail and still respect yourself. That is real peace. Not a perfect life, a steady heart. Build that heart, because circumstances will change, people will change, plans will change. But the strength you build inside yourself can travel with you everywhere, my beloved. So if you came here today searching for one truth, take this one. Your life is not finished. You are not finished. There is still time. There is still possibility. There is still growth. There is still love. There is still something inside you that wants to move forward. Listen to it. Do not silence it because the road is uncertain. You do not need to know exactly where the next chapter ends. You only need enough courage to begin writing it. And perhaps the truth you needed today was not waiting somewhere far away. It was already inside you, waiting for you to finally believe it. My beloved, there is one truth that becomes clear only after you stop running from yourself. You cannot heal in the same place where you constantly have to pretend. Pretend that you are happy. Pretend that you are not hurt. Pretend that you do not care. Pretend that you are satisfied. Pretend that you do not want more. Pretend that everything is fine. Eventually, that pretending becomes exhausting. Your heart begins asking for honesty, not perfection. Honesty. And honesty may require you to admit things you have avoided for a long time. Maybe you are tired. Maybe you want a different life. Maybe you need distance from someone. Maybe you need to start something new. Maybe you need to forgive yourself. Maybe you simply need to stop trying to impress people who will never be satisfied. Whatever it is, say it to yourself first. You cannot change what you refuse to acknowledge. They are supposed to become lessons, my beloved. There may also be a truth about patience. You cannot force every door open. Some things need time. Some people need time. Some dreams need time. Some healing needs time. Do not exhaust yourself trying to control timing. You can prepare without obsessing. You can hope without clinging. You can work without panicking. You can wait without stopping your life. Keep living while you wait. That is important. Do not put your entire life on hold for one answer. Life is happening around the unanswered question. Notice it. Live it. Enjoy it, my beloved. And when something beautiful finally arrives, do not immediately question whether you deserve it. Receive it. You have become so accustomed to disappointment that sometimes happiness feels suspicious. You wonder when it will disappear. You prepare yourself for the ending before you have even experienced the beginning. Stop doing that. Let good moments be good. Let people love you. Let yourself be proud. Let yourself celebrate. Let yourself breathe. You do not need to ruin today's happiness by predicting tomorrow's pain. If tomorrow changes, you will handle tomorrow. Today, receive what is good, my beloved. The truth you need today is not that your life will never hurt again. It is that pain does not have to make you afraid of living. You can experience disappointment and still choose hope. You can experience loss and still choose love. You can experience failure and still choose effort. You can experience uncertainty and still choose courage. You can experience an ending and still choose a beginning. That is your power, not controlling everything, but choosing who you become through everything. So choose someone you are proud to become. Someone peaceful, someone honest, someone courageous, someone who knows when to stay, someone who knows when to leave, someone who can forgive without forgetting the lesson, someone who can love without losing themselves, someone who can dream without needing guarantees, and someone who can look at tomorrow, even when tomorrow is unclear, and say, I am ready. There is still another truth you need to hear. You have been treating uncertainty like an enemy. But uncertainty is simply the space where the future has not revealed itself yet. You do not need to fill that space with fear. You can fill it with possibility. Think about how many beautiful moments in your life arrived without warning. A conversation you did not expect. A person you did not plan to meet. An opportunity you could not have predicted. A decision that changed your direction. A morning when you suddenly realized you were ready to let go. Your life has already surprised you. Why assume it has stopped being capable of surprising you? Leave room for something unexpected. Leave room for good news. Leave room for new people. Leave room for new opportunities. Leave room for a version of yourself you have not met yet. You have not seen everything that is coming, and that is not something to fear. It is something to look forward to, my beloved. Maybe you have been waiting for a sign that you are on the right path, but sometimes you know you are moving in the right direction because you are becoming more peaceful. You are becoming more honest. You are becoming less desperate for approval. You are becoming more selective about where you spend your energy. You are becoming comfortable saying no. You are becoming willing to walk away from what repeatedly hurts you. You are becoming willing to try again after failure. These changes matter. Do not measure progress only by money, numbers, achievements, possessions, relationships, titles. Sometimes the greatest progress is invisible. A calmer reaction. A healthier boundary. A better decision. A night without overthinking. A morning where you no longer miss someone who once controlled your thoughts. A moment where you choose yourself without guilt. That is progress too, my beloved. There is a truth about your heart that you may have forgotten. It can recover. You may think that because something hurt deeply, the wound will always feel this way. It will not. Time will change it. Understanding will change it. New experiences will change it. Your own growth will change it. One day you may remember something that once destroyed you and realize that it no longer controls your emotions. That day will come. Do not demand that healing happen instantly. Give yourself permission to become okay slowly. There is no deadline for becoming whole again, my beloved. Perhaps you are carrying disappointment because someone did not become who you hoped they would be. You imagined what could happen. But people are not always the versions we imagine. At some point, you have to accept people as they are, not as you wish they would become, not as they were on their best day, not as the person you believe they could be. As they are, that acceptance can be painful, but it can also free you. You can decide whether the person they actually are belongs in your life. That is clarity. And from that decision, everything begins to move. Now let the truth settle inside your heart. You came here searching for an answer? Perhaps you thought you needed someone to tell you exactly what tomorrow would bring, but you did not need a prediction. You needed a reminder. You needed to remember who you are. You needed to remember that your life is still yours. Your future is still unwritten. Your heart is still capable of hope, and your story is still moving. You have spent enough time fearing what could happen. Now give yourself permission to discover what could happen. You are still here, and that means the story continues. My beloved, when this message ends, take one quiet moment for yourself. Ask yourself what truth you have been avoiding. Do not run from the answer. Do not judge it. Listen, then ask, what is one honest thing I can do about it? Maybe the answer will be small. That is enough. Take that step, then another, and slowly, your life will begin to reflect the truth you finally had the courage to accept. You do not need to become someone else. You need to become more honest about who you are. You do not need to chase every door. You need to recognize the ones worth entering. You do not need to hold everything. You need to know what deserves to remain. You do not need to know the entire future. You need enough courage to meet tomorrow. My beloved, one day, you will look back at this season, and you will realize that the truth you needed was never far away. It was inside you, waiting beneath the fear, waiting beneath the noise, waiting beneath the opinions, waiting beneath the doubt. And when you finally listened, something changed. You stopped asking whether you were worthy. You started living as though you were. You stopped waiting for permission. You started choosing. You stopped fearing every ending. You started welcoming new beginnings. You stopped trying to control everything. You started trusting yourself. And that was the beginning of your freedom. So go now. With peace in your heart, with courage in your steps, with gratitude for what has been and hope for what is coming. Leave behind what repeatedly steals your peace. Carry forward what makes you stronger. Protect what makes you feel alive. And never forget, your story is not over. Your future is not decided by your worst day. Your worth is not decided by someone else's opinion. Your life is not defined by what you lost. And your next chapter does not need to resemble your last. There is still so much ahead. So much you cannot see yet. So much you have not experienced. So much you have not become. Walk forward. Trust yourself. Choose wisely. Love deeply. Forgive freely. Dream again. And when fear whispers that nothing will change, remember, you are already changing. And sometimes, that is where everything begins. I am proud of you, my beloved. I am always with you, my child. I love you, my child.